What's up, everybody? It's Cashisclay, and this is the second part of my Call of the Day game. Been talking about zombie basics and Black Ops 2. This time, for this section, I'm going to go more into the Black Ops 2 type. Did more of the basics in the first video, so if you didn't get to see that, check that out. So, Black Ops 2 Zombies. Really wish I could say more about it. There's been a little bit of information, but not really as much as I would like. They kind of told us the basics. Big thing is that they are going to change over to the multiplayer engine. Biggest thing by far. I can't even tell you how much this matters. If you're like me, you've played Zombies a bunch, and not only are the connections terrible, but pretty much you want to punch one of these guys in the face right when somebody quits a game and they end up being host or whatever, or they quit, they drop, whatever, the game ends, and it's just terrible because you waste all that time and it just sucks. Or you're having a really good game, it's over, whatever, you actually find people that you want to play with, because like I said, if you're like me, you play with some people that you don't really want to play with. People yelling at each other, whatever. Or so if you finally get a good game, then somebody ends up getting kicked or quit or whatever, and the game ends, pretty frustrating, and you don't really want to have to go through that. So this is just couldn't be any better. Host migrations, whatever, better at finding games. I've spent 15 and 20 minutes countless times, and said it makes me want to kill myself every single time it happens. When I have to go over and over and over again to try and find a game and I can't. Oh, can't even tell you. This guy, oh yeah, this guy we're talking right now, he had so much problems figuring out where the box and pack punch were. We would explain to him like over and over again about how the light would move, like one light, the yellow light would move for the pack punch, and how the blue light for the box, and he just could not get it. Mainly for the pack punch. I think he kind of got the box a little bit more, but the pack punch, like it would go somewhere, and then like he would know where it was, and then it would move, and like he couldn't figure it out, and like he's like, I just can't figure it out, and like the light keeps moving, blah 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 blah, and yeah, he just could not get it. So it was actually pretty funny. But anyways, back to Black Ops 2. The multiplayer engine, can't wait. I think it's the biggest thing. I don't know why they didn't do it. They were putting zombies on like a little second-class citizen time before. I think they finally realized that it's actually what makes Black Ops special. I mean, it was the thing different from everyone else. Modern Warfare 3 tried to copy it and completely failed on all accounts. I thought that was the most important and boring game mode ever. But whatever, it's Modern Warfare 3. That game failed on all accounts, so why are we surprised at all? I'm really not. So that's pretty much it for the multiplayer engine. Alright, next thing is the different game modes. Couple different ones. 4-on-4. There's a whole 4-on-4 mode. I don't see it. I don't know. They haven't really said what's going to happen in the 4-on-4 mode, or like how they're going to go about it, or like what's going to happen. I mean, are you trying to kill each other? Are you are you trying to get the most points? Is each team trying to go with the furthest? I mean, I don't really know. I mean, if it's each team trying to go the furthest, I don't know. I don't really see the point. I mean, it's kind of cool. Like I mean, I'm obsessed with competition. I'll compete over anything, but it's really, really hard to keep that many people. To keep 8 people in a game, I mean, for that long. It's hard to keep 12 people in a game for a freaking multiplayer game that lasts 10 minutes, let alone 8 people in a game for 3 hours. So hopefully it'll be something a little shorter. I'm not sure. I really wish they would tell us a little bit more information about this, but I know they're trying to hype up Black Ops, and there's still a little bit more than 2 months to go, like a couple days more than 2 months to go. So I know they can't really say everything they want. They don't want everybody else to know, and then get bored of it. They're trying to hype it up slowly, which obviously pisses me off. But I mean, it's doing their job. It's actually making us talk about it. So whatever. But I just don't. It doesn't really. I don't really know what they're gonna do there. I mean, maybe like they'll go on like a points-based thing where, like, let's say like you're using the ray gun and you get less points than using the AK-74. So it's like the people that use the worst guns get to go the farthest or whatever. I mean, get the most points, and that's how you can win by doing that. and then you lose points for like going down or something. I'm not sure. Let me know if you have any ideas of what they could do. Heard anything that I haven't? I don't know. I haven't heard anything, so we'll see. I don't know. So, anyways, next different type of game mode. They have 8-player zombies. Not a fan, as I said. 4 is the perfect amount for pretty much anything. Hanging out with friends, playing games, whatever. 2 sucks. More than 4, lame. It's just there's too many people. If you're trying to keep 8 people alive, like I said, if you're trying to keep 8 people in a game mode for 3 hours, good luck. It was pain in the ass trying to get. Look at this jackass. What do you keep this guy? See, he went down because he shot George and he got stuck. Don't worry, here to save you. That's what I do. Trying to keep 8 people in a game for 3 hours. I mean, I don't see it. It's just too long. It's too long. I mean, it's be too easy too. I mean, you can have one person keep somebody alive forever. I mean, they did say they're gonna make the maps bigger, which I'll get to in a second, also. But I don't know. I don't really see the point. They did say they're gonna keep the 4-player mode, but keeping 8 people. I mean, how long can 8 people survive? Forever? I mean, it's hard to have 4 people go down all at one time on a bigger map. Let's say we're playing on this map, because this is why I did this map, because it's one of the bigger maps, and it kind of reminds me of what Black Ops 2 is going to be like. I mean, if you actually want to try, I mean, and not, like, you know, run into each other nonstop, you could have people go everywhere. Bottom of the lighthouse, outside the lighthouse, second story of the lighthouse. Now, on the little hill thing outside of the speed hole, you know, when you're jumping up, they jump down up to the hill to the left right there that we just looked at. Right there. I mean, you can go back there. You can go in the starting room. You can go up top on the back of the boat. I mean, there's just too many spots. And then, you know, when everybody isn't close to each other, zombies, it kind of gets boring. I mean, for me, I always like to, you know, run around, see how many times I can revive people, and see how long I can keep the people alive. I mean, it's not as fun for me. I mean, I'll do it. I just did a little solo game, and I'll post that in a couple weeks. Where, you know, try to see how far I could get, and it's not as fun to me, but just running around by yourself, you can do it forever. Excuse me. And it's not as cool, and they're taking that away, where, like, the interaction, like, running into each other and trying to run away from zombies, like, that's where it actually makes it challenging. Running in circles isn't the hardest part, which is kind of why they took it away on, like, Shangri-La and stuff like that, because they knew it was too easy. So they're trying to make it harder, and then they kind of go the complete opposite way by making maps bigger. Look at that. See, Mustang Sallies. That's why you never go to this boat, because it sucks. But I had to revive that guy. But Mustang Sallies, save the day, like always. Gotta love it. So, 8-player, not loving it. It's too easy. Let's say you have, I mean, zombies isn't even that hard when you have 2 really good players. It's tough to have both of them go down, because then, like, when one goes down, which is rarely, then they can just save the other person. Alone, I mean, 8 people, it just does not make sense. I know they said like I said, they're gonna keep the 4-player mode, and I think that's what I'm gonna be playing most of the time. It just feels right. It doesn't feel like you need more people, but you do have to give it to Treyarch. Like I said, they're trying to make it so zombies is just, I'm not going to say the star, but a bigger part. I think they all know everybody plays multiplayer. Like, even, I mean, there's a couple 100,000 people playing Black Ops right now, and probably 20 playing zombies. So it's not even close to the star, but they're trying to make it a bigger part. They know that it's what separates it from everything else, and that's where they should go. So 8-player, not so much. All right, like I said, bigger maps. I don't see I know they had to do this for the 8 people, for the 8-player model, whatever. It sucks. Keep the maps close. The closer the maps, the more fun. I mean, Kino, close map. I mean, you can't have it like I forget the name, but it's like the Psych Asylum on the World at War one, whatever it's called. I mean, that one was just way too close. But I mean, but I don't know. It's just, you need to have it like a Kino type thing. Like on this one, I mean, I actually do love this one, but I like it when everybody's like around the same spot. Like if you keep everybody around the lighthouse, that's where it's really fun, and you just keep running around there. if you don't, it just, you know, separating people, lame. But there, I did see the beginning of one map. They kind of showed like a still picture. It's kind of like a town area. Kind of looked like a tic-tac-toe design. Kind of a bad way to say it, but I mean, working just like different ways to go around. Kind of just like any town, we can go up and down the streets and side to side on the streets. Look at this, see? Just power through with the Mustang Sallies. Surprised George didn't get pissed right there, or that guy didn't go down again. They were surrounding him, sorry. But I don't know. So yeah, it was like a crisscross town area, and there's like different places that you can go around there. Look at this guy, see? This is a perfect example of it right here. This guy is so far away that I have pretty much no chance of getting him. You probably, whenever somebody dies over there, I probably get him like 10% of the time. It's just too far. I mean, it takes away everything that I want to do in zombies, so that's why I hate it. So anyway, back to the town. It actually did look kind of cool. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to like run around in circles on this, but at least it's a new design. They haven't done any town ones on there, so I'll take it. Another new map they're gonna have. Can't wait for this one. Nuketown. Not only are they doing the Nuketown 2025 if you pre-order, Nuketown zombie map. Oh my god. I can't even tell you how much I love Nuketown. Best map I've ever played on probably any game. I could play Nuketown all day long, every day for the rest of my life. It's just too much fun. Back when they did the Nuketown 24/7, those were some good times. I mean, just play that thing like all weekend where they just, I mean, you can just do it non-stop. That was awesome. It does suck when somebody gets up a chopper gunner and they're just owning you, but other than that, you're pretty good. I mean, especially if you have a good team, you just running down chopper gunners right on top of them. Look at this. Everybody in the team's going down. See? Don't worry, guys. I got this. Look at this. Bam. Bust that down. See, somebody's yelling for not... God, hey, look at that. I heard that no, not that direction. I'm not sure what that guy's talking about. Oh, it's probably the other guy. See? Bust through with the Mustang Sallies. Just keep running through everybody. Listen to this guy.
You're not gonna make it behind you.
Not gonna make it right behind you. Yeah. At least he was actually worried. Apparently that guy's never seen Quick Revive, or just isn't used to anybody actually having it. But still, at least he was actually worried about someone else instead of just like pick me up like most people were. It's like pick me up no matter what. You know, sacrifice yourself, or like go all whatever. Sacrifice yourself just to save them, stuff like that. So at least he was like that. And this is where it gets crazy. They start going down non-stop. So watch this. Here's one revive. Count these real quick. There's two. There's three. Or this will be three as soon as I get over to them. I mean, they're just going down. And it's George too, that's why. So here's three. And then gotta grab the fourth. Oh my god, see, just shoot down right down there. And there's the fourth. Yeah, right there. All like the 10 seconds. And then they get the bomb. See? I think they probably would have gone down a few more times if the bomb wasn't there. There's just nothing they could do with George screaming and zombies all the way around him. I mean, yeah. I don't know. It would have been hard to grab him too if it didn't have the Mustang Sallies. That's why you always got to keep those with you if you want to try and save the team, lead the team, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so anyway, yeah, back to Nuketown. If it's exactly like it, actually, let's get into this. All they did was show the sign for Nuketown. They showed Nuketown Zombies, the sign on the side of Nuketown. I'm sure everybody's seen it. And it showed Population 1. Now, in multiplayer, I don't know if you guys know this, that sign actually changes numbers. So if, like, you know, there's 7 players in it, it'll say Population 7. And then when people add or leave, it actually changes. So it says Population 1. So I'm hoping this isn't just, I think it's just a sign, just a picture, basically. But I don't know. Why wouldn't they put 4 or 8, like for the amount that you should have? They put they put Population 1, so hopefully it's just not like a single player. This is a freaking small map, so it would be tough for everybody to live in there, but it would be, I mean, it'd be fun. See what happened. If it were me, sorry, right there I actually just skipped in front because these guys waited like 5 minutes to try and hit the box repeatedly, so I skipped ahead right there. Alright, so what are you doing in Nuketown? I'm trying to go, if you have like the school bus side, then the red truck side, I'm going for the school bus side, because like there's not the barbecue or whatever like that in there. I think that's probably the way to go. You can kind of run around the back area of that. You can also kind of run around like this. If you kind of think of like the red truck, like kind of like the stage area, there's this part like in between that you can run around, and then you can just run around that nonstop. It's not really that as open just because you've got the school bus on the other side and the house on the other side. But I think you can kind of go that way. So I think you kind of run around there. It seems like a good, actually, way to go. But, I mean, it's tough for 4 people to live in there. You also have, like, the people that are going to camp up top. Like, you can have the window where zombies would come in up top. And then you would also have, like, the doorway. So you could have people, you could definitely see people camping in there. Because people camp everywhere in zombies. Like, you know, it's just a strategy to get up to, like, 20, 25. If you're not really that great at running, whatever, you can camp up there. I can definitely see people, just one guy holding the window. Yeah, I can definitely see one guy holding the window. They might even board up the window and like have it so like a zombies can't come in there, so you can't really like go out on the balcony or whatever you want to call that. I don't even know, whatever. So you can't do that and have one guy watching the window and then the other guy's watching the door. I could definitely see that. It's gonna end up being, if they have like some traps in there, that'd be sick though too. Like if you have a trap like up on the stairs or something like that, then you can have one guy watching this, or you can have one guy watching the stairs, one guy watching the outdoor stairs, and then one guy watching the window from inside. That could be another idea. I mean, it's just tons of different things. So, I mean, I just want to play it. It's just Nuketown. I want to play anything Nuketown, just like I'm sure you guys do. So, especially the 2025 thing, too. Anything that brings back Nuketown, obviously they weren't gonna make a secret or like not use the most popular map that they had. I mean, they knew what they knew what they're doing. They actually do what, you know, the customer wants. So all right, that's pretty much it for this video. A couple more things. There's like an infected game mode and stuff like that I'll talk about in the next video, and some other things. Hopefully there'll also be some more Black Ops videos, but that's pretty much it. Later guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, whatever. All right, see ya.